Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back ladies and gentlemen for another YouTube video. Happy Wednesday everybody. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far. What a glorious day it is to be a part of the crypto space. Certainly for you Cardano holders out there, Cardano is largely outperforming the market. We know last week and kind of the week prior to that, it was really Bitcoin and Ethereum, which we know these are the first movers in a kind of trend reversal. The whole market follows Bitcoin. Then Ethereum, your bigger altcoins follow it more closely, and your smaller altcoins, which Cardano still is at the moment, follows suit. And that's exactly what happened. We told you that was going to happen. Bitcoin was going to follow Ethereum on this channel. On the video, I referred you to a call that I made when I said Bitcoin or Ethereum, was going to reach $4,000 by May. And how we got that was we looked at Bitcoin and its kind of roadmap and applied it to Ethereum, and we were largely accurate on that. And this is kind of the flow of money into the market, into the crypto space. I hope you guys are learning something when I'm showing you this, because this is how the crypto space moves. It goes Bitcoin, larger altcoins, and then trickles in to the kind of smaller ones. And that's what's happening, guys. So we're going to jump into the charts because Cardano is looking absolutely fantastic. I also want to be sharing with you some huge news on Friday, this Friday, and we'll jump over to Charles. We'll play a clip of Charles talking about this in a second. You are going to get a date for the Alonzo mainnet. This means smart contracts are going to be live on Cardano. So that bet that was quite harshly waged against Charles and Cardano is going to go in Cardano's favour, or Charles's favour. I'm not sure really who they were trying to damage with that. We're also going to be listening to Charles talk about what this actually means for Cardano. I'm actually going to be weighing in on that myself, because I have never been so confident or never been more confident in a $7.50 to $10 Cardano price, which we set out for you a long time ago on this channel. You know, I do believe you are going to get there. I just want to quickly remind people that a $7 $7.50 Cardano price would only give you a market cap of $240 billion. So nearly half of where Ethereum is today. Now, I genuinely believe that Cardano is going to get there. Could potentially be within this year or start of next year. You guys know I follow something called the Bitcoin 4-year cycle theory, and think that markets move in a similar fashion. That's certainly how we got in early and accumulated in the bear market. And ultimately, throughout this entire dip, and you guys out there that have accumulated and actually held through this, give yourselves a pat on the back. Yes, we're not at all-time highs yet, but that is around the corner. We've also said that on this channel. You know, we called this breakout. In fact, we called it before it even broke out. If you had placed bids here, essentially, you know, you'd be 85% up now, and we think there's plenty more to come. Remember, guys, this is still all happening on very low volume. You've still got plenty of room on your RSI and your stock RSI to go up. We think that the rest of this year is going to be a very fruitful one for those who are involved in the crypto space. So Cardano looks absolutely perfect, guys. Like I say, you have got this level of resistance, this kind of last level of resistance to clear before you kind of are back at your all-time highs. Now, do expect moderate pullback. Somebody asked me, and I can't advise you guys, but he essentially said, look, do you think I should wait until Cardano goes sub $1? This was in yesterday's video, and I said, I wouldn't personally do that if it was me. I would try and accumulate. We're now in an uptrending market. That's been confirmed for me. We have this pattern play out. The market is making higher highs and higher lows across the board. You know, Bitcoin obviously led this charge. If it was me, what I would try and do is wait for pullback, wait for red days, try and get bids in. I know quite a lot of you don't use exchanges, so you won't really know about placing orders. But try and look for pullbacks to get in. You just take the opportunity on the way up to accumulate. Don't buy straight into, big red candles, essentially, because often, and I can show you, and we are going to move on to the news in a second, when you get this overextended from your EMA, you can see what happens every time, guys. And if we look at how we finished our... if we look at how we finished our one wave into the two wave, or the two wave, into the three wave of our Elliott wave theory, this is your two wave, and then your three wave started essentially at the end here. You can see you also broke out of a falling wedge, but then look when you got overextended. you always come back to it, guys. So potentially wait for an opportunity like that to present itself. When that occurs is really anybody's guess. I would say probably, if we don't have one soon, it will be past our all-time highs, and we will kind of pull back to it and kind of do a bit of a support and resistance flip, or resistance and support flip there. So let's get straight into the news, guys. And that is, of course, Charles talking about when smart contracts are coming. There's an actual date set. We're going to get that on Friday. This has been agreed on by all the sort of partners that Cardano works with, like the exchanges, etc., etc. This is absolutely huge, and people are worried. And I read this article from Cointelegraph. Cardano's massive fan base has been celebrating its recent price surge, but derivatives data might show a future dip as professional traders don't share this optimism. Guys, these so-called professional traders like Peter Brandt, who was calling for a head and shoulders here, we said that's absolutely not the case, aren't very professional in my opinion. What makes you a professional? I don't know how they... these so-called professional traders that Telegraph and CoinDesk seem to keep bringing up aren't very professional at all, I don't think, and they seem to get a lot more calls wrong and always have a negative spin on things than they do right. The crypto market as a whole is only $1.9 trillion. This is going to get into the tens of trillions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. You got to remember the dot-com boom got to $5.5 trillion. This is in a completely different circumstance in regards to how much money is actually out there. There's a lot more. $5.5 trillion back in the days of the dot-com boom, the 2000s, was worth significantly more than it is today. So this market can go a lot further than that. And ultimately, if you pick the right projects, you're going to do very well. So let's jump straight into this, guys. Let's talk about it. And then I want to really tell you why smart contracts is just such a bullish thing for the crypto space, because we know that smart contracts and the apps on them are going to need to use and utilize the underlying token, Cardano, to sort of pay a fee and operate on the network. But there is only a small amount of the circulating supply actually available to do this. So it's all going to get... What you're going to find is not only is 70% of the Cardano out there staked, the sort of when smart contracts go live, there's going to be a higher demand for the underlying asset ADA. So let's play the clip, guys, and then let's talk about it.
We had our big meeting today, and we kind of went through where we're at and progress with smart contracts. Everything seems to be on track, looking really good, and we were haggling over when are we going to cut the final release of the mainnet candidate and how much QA time. So we had a lot of discussions with partners and other people, and it looks like we are on track for Friday to announce the date. But we have the date internally. We're going to survive the entire week and make sure nothing changes, and we'll feel very comfortable with it. It is, I think, a very achievable date, and I think the community is going to be quite happy about it. But I just had the meeting, and we went back forth over everything, and I thought you guys would be really happy to hear that on our side internally, we have certainty and a lovely little chart that you guys can share. And so I'll make sure that Nigel cleans it up and makes it pretty for Friday. So Friday we'll have the mid-August update. Hopefully we'll get a link to share tomorrow or the day after. And I'd love to see you guys there, and we'll be able to announce when the Alonzo hard fork is going to happen. And at that point, you can run smart contracts on Cardano. Congratulations. How about that? It will be before the before the Cardano Summit, just to give you some boundings there. And I think you guys will be very happy with the date and time. And we feel real comfortable and confident with it. I wish I could tell you right now, filled with joy about it, but I can't, because we're saving that for Friday.
So a bit of a teaser there, but ultimately it's going to be before the Cardano Summit, which we know is going to be September sometime. So I think smart contracts are upon us a lot sooner than we think. And like I say, this is going to do... Once you have dApps being built on top of Cardano, this is going to do amazing things for the price, because you are going to need to utilize the underlying token ADA, and a lot of the actual supply is already staked up. There's going to be a lot more of the actual circulating supply of Cardano locked into some of these protocols. Very, very excited for what the future holds, guys. And like I say, I am exceptionally I'm very confident, although I can't be 100% certain, I'm very, very confident that we're getting to that $7 to $10 Cardano range. I mean, this is life-changing for some of you out there, and I'm really happy to be a part of that with you. So what I want to do is play this last clip, guys, then we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to leave you to your Wednesdays. This is just Charles talking about what happens when smart contracts become live, essentially. You know, Cardano becomes a behemoth, essentially.
So it's going to be a long journey from here on out because it's a beginning when smart contracts start. There's a whole ecosystem to build. But I take great solace in the fact that thousands of you are ready to go. And the thousands of you ready to go are going to build the killer apps, which really change the brand reputation of the chain. And it will gradually go from a spooky ghost chain to a juggernaut that really dominates the industry. And from there, the next wave of people will come, and the next wave of people will come, and thousands will turn to tens of thousands, and that'll turn to hundreds of thousands. We will continue the Plutus Pioneers program, and we'll continue upgrading and scaling and augmenting it, especially after Plutus hardens to 1.0. We will continue updating and creating things like the Prism Pioneers program and dedicated education for Marlowe. And our goal is to continue having class sizes in the thousands to inclusively get more and more developers. There's been also 154 projects funded by Catalyst. And as Catalyst grows, it's entirely possible before the end of the year, over 300 will be funded. And next year, over 1,000 at this rate of growth.
So the growth rate, really what he's talking about there is, you know, people building on top of Cardano. It's coming, guys. It's here. You know, well done if you've managed to hold throughout, like I say, this dip. Future's a bright one, guys, and I'm glad to be, like I say, on this journey with each and every one of you. That's really all I have for you in this video, guys. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. Have a fantastic Wednesday, and hopefully your week continues to be, hopefully for the crypto space, as good as the previous couple of days. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.